I think sometimes in leadership, even if your personal take is as described and you are open to hearing things, it's easy to forget that your opinion has an outsized weight to it, and B, that not everyone in the room is coming at you with the same lens. You think you're very open, and you are. Maybe you genuinely are. Sometimes you have to restate that. I'm being called to the carpet on this because sometimes I admittedly am like, I have said this 8,000 times. Why the hell do I have to say it again? Right?
Yeah,
And that's my problem. That's not somebody else's problem. But I think
sure.
the value of just doing this sort of micro behavior, right, over and over and over is that, I don't know, it just underscores it, right? Like it just keeps
Yeah,
underlining the thing and demonstrating that behavior. So I really
yeah.
appreciate that because sometimes you do have to be more clear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and to underscore what you just said, sometimes it's not fair.
Right.
It's not fair that you have to keep repeating yourself. Like there
Yeah.
could be some systemic reasons why, or it could just be the current circumstance or whatever, but it's not fair. And it's true that if you don't say it, people might have to read your mind. And I mean, this
Yeah.
is some of the best teamwork and relationship advice I'd ever gotten is people can't read minds. Don't pretend you can read other people's minds and don't believe that people can read your mind. I mean, this is like the classic thing of we know dad loves us even though he never shows it. It's like, do you know that dad loves you if he
Right.
never shows it?
That's it.
Like I don't want people to have to guess what my intentions are, how well-meaning I am. Like I wish they could. I really wish they could. I wish I didn't have to say it. But I think there's some of those micro behaviors can include, especially if, as you're saying, if your voice carries outside its weight because you're in a position of power or you're representing a group, and so like it's going to be taken kind of with this outsized way. Big companies, it's like it all feels like there's more pressure. Say what you don't mean. Also, like when you're bringing up a point that might cause conflict or might be, people are going to have to think about or bad news or whatever. Say, I'm not saying you did a bad job. That is not what I'm saying. I'm saying, let's talk about this thing. I'm not saying I don't value, this. Like
Yeah.
sometimes you have to say that because like you can't assume that they're like, well, do they think that I am
Yeah.
valuable or they think that I did a good job? And I think by the same token, I'm not saying I'm set on this opinion. I'm saying here's the evidence and here's my hypothesis and I want to explore this. I'm not saying that this is set in stone, even though I'm the boss and you're going to take this as gospel. Like I'm actually not saying that. So I think sometimes like, yeah, it sucks to take the extra time to do that. And sometimes, like I said, it's because of other factors of how people are behave around us that are outside of our control. But I think the burdens of doing a good job with teams and working together often does entail doing things that we wish we didn't have to do in order to make things clear and make things safe.